Hello, my dear students. Your Russian teacher Veronika is here, and I am full of energy and I'm ready to teach you some Russian. And here is my new Russian lesson for you. And today we are going to learn Russian verb открыть. Открыть. First of all, let's talk about meaning. I bet that many of you already know that открыть means to open. And that's absolutely correct, right? Открыть means to open. But if you open the Russian dictionary and you write somewhere открыть, you will see that also we have another verb which is very similar and it sounds as открывать. Открывать. And it also means to open. What's the problem? What's the difference? Why do you have only one verb in English and we have two verbs in Russian? Открыть, открывать. Открыть, открывать. That's very easy. In English language, you do not have verb aspects. In Russian, of course, we have them. So, открыть, it is perfective verb aspect. And открывать, it is imperfective pair. It is imperfective verb aspect. Both of these Russian verbs, they mean to open or to discover, depending on the context. But what's the difference? Yeah, the difference basically is that открыть you use for the actions that you did once and you have a result. This is a completed action, right? And then you have открывать. This verb you use if you talk about repetitive actions or regular actions that you do often, always, never, sometimes, like that, right? And another grammatical very important thing is that открывать has three tenses, the full set, let's say. It has future, present, past. But открыть, perfected verb aspect, it has only future and past, no present. That's it. So, открыть, this means to open, to discover, depending on a context. And now let's move on to the conjugation chart. The very common mistake that many students who learn Russian do, this is they want to say I will open and they say я буду открыть. That's not correct at all. That's impossible to say in Russian. Of course, Russian people will understand you, but it sounds absolutely not Russian and very foreign and very unnatural to the Russian ear. Yeah, so forget about буду. This буду, будешь, будет, we use only with imperfective verbs. So you can say я буду открывать. Я буду открывать. If you do this action on a regular basis, right? But you cannot say я буду открыть. But how to say I will open using this verb открыть, this perfective verb? That's very easy. You say я открою, я открою, I will open. Ты откроешь, ты откроешь, you, singular and informal, will open. And он откроет, он откроет, he will open. Она откроет, она откроет, she will open. And here we have the third option, which is not very popular in Russian. It will open, yeah? Because normally if something opens, somebody, not something, does it, right? But let's talk about this too. Оно откроет. Оно откроет. It will open. Okay, Now let's move on to plural, and the first form here in Russian and in any language actually is we. We will open. Мы откроем. Мы откроем. Next is you, you formal or you plural. Вы откроете. Вы откроете. And the last form, but not least, is они откроют. Они откроют. Yeah, they will open, right? Here also I would like to talk a little bit about Russian pronunciation and Russian reduction. If you follow me on YouTube, if you watch quite a lot of videos of mine, not very good English, I'm sorry. This is not my native language, yeah. So if you watched quite a lot of videos here on my YouTube channel, you know that in Russian language we have such an interesting thing like Russian reduction. So if O is in unstressed weak position, Russian people pronounce this O as A. Now let's look at this verb again, открыть. Where is the stress? The stress is on «ы», right? It is on the last syllable, открыть. That's why we say открыть, not открыть. That's not a very big mistake. It would sound like a foreign accent if you would say открыть. But it sounds not natural, not Russian. Russian people, they say открыть. So let me repeat again the conjugation chart very fast, so you just can hear how Russian reduction works. Я открою, ты откроешь, мы откроем, вы откроете, они откроют. That's it. Now let's move on to examples. And as I already said, or maybe I didn't say, I don't already remember because I filmed this video several times. Yeah, so открыть, it means to open, or открыть, it means to discover, right? So let me make an example. Я открою окно, потому что здесь жарко. Я открою окно, потому что здесь жарко. Yeah, so here again you should know that after открою we normally use accusative case, the case number 4. Why? Because normally we open something, right? It is an object. And if you talk about objects in Russian language, you must use normally accusative case, I mean direct objects, yeah? Next. Ты откроешь книгу и прочитаешь текст. Ты откроешь книгу и прочитаешь текст. Он откроет капот автомобиля. Он откроет капот автомобиля. This was example for man. Next is она откроет новую выставку в музее. Она откроет новую выставку в музее. This was about the meaning of the verb to open, right? Now let's talk about the discovery. Yeah, when you discover something interesting, how to say it in Russian. So, мы откроем новые земли. Мы откроем новые земли. Вы откроете неизведанные территории. Вы откроете неизведанные территории. Yeah, I know that the word неизведанный is very difficult for beginners, but yeah, this is a Russian verb. not verb, but how you call it, participle. So maybe it would be important or useful for you too. And the last example is они откроют новые физические законы. Они откроют новые физические законы. By the way, if I talk about the Russian verb открыть, the first example that comes into my mind is Колумб открыл Америку. Колумб открыл Америку. Yeah, Columbus discovered America. Yeah. That's it for today, my dear Russian learners. I do hope that this Russian lesson was interesting for you, and many thanks for watching. See you very soon. Увидимся скоро. Пока-пока. Bye-bye.